Hello everybody, my name is Santiago Zapata, also known as Lash, and today I'll be talking about my entry for the 2040 7-day roguelite challenge. It's called the Tablet of Ananias. Okay, so I'm making this video mainly based on the suggestion by Game Hunter. He suggested we, the developer of each entry, talk a bit about the game, uh, highlighting some of the key features of the game. So, well, this is my 10th entry to the 7-day roguelike challenge, and let's start. Let's start playing. Let's start playing. So, this game is a web-based game made in JavaScript. It's optimized for mobile devices. That's the main feature of the game. I mean, the game is meant to be played on a browser cell phone, uh, and that you can see with the way the interactions are made. So this is a basic dungeon crawler. You start with a default character. There's no customization of the character or creation, and you have to explore the dungeon. Uh, the dungeon is underlying has an underlying structure of a traditional room-based dungeon, but what the player actually sees are the rooms of the dungeon, and he can move between the rooms and fight the monster in each room, pick up the items, equip the weapons and armor, as we will see. So, the main way of interacting is by tapping on the screen, on the elements of the room, for example, on the doors. As you can see, we are moving from one room to another just by clicking the doors. And if you find a room with enemies, then the movement becomes more tactical, grid based, uh, so you can battle your enemies. In this case, there's no reason to attack those enemies because there's no items in the room, and as we will see, advancement is made by traversing the levels, by going to the next level. So it makes no sense to fight here. Plus, we don't have a weapon or an armor, so we'll be beaten to bits here. So let's continue exploring the dungeon. For example, in this room, we can see an item. We can walk toward the item. This enemy we will probably have to dispatch him. So there's the HP, the hit points. This is a pretty weak enemy. We can deal with him without a weapon. So let's do it. He's dead now. It's a Quan. So to pick up the items, we just click on them while we are standing on them. We can see them in the inventory screen. This item, for example, is a blade enchantment. The the game is made so that items can be used on weapons to recover their usages. We'll get to that once we get a weapon. There's a weapon here, for example, it's a bow. So we can pick up the bow, equip it. It's equipped now. And as we can see, it has 23 usages left of a maximum of 40 usages. So we can attack 23 times with it. And if we want to continue using it, we'll have to enchant it again. We'll have to find a bow enchantment. The bows in particular can be used to attack enemies from any enemy in the room can be attacked. This is a potion to recover health, which will be very important as you can imagine. Let's continue exploring the dungeon. There are 2 more potions here, so let's start getting them. We can avoid combat if needed, or use our almighty bow. Okay, we are ready to go to the next level. So we are on level 2 now. We can carry more things now. You get a random enhancement every time you go to a new level. You can get more strength, more HP, or more carry capacity, which is equally as important as we'll see soon. Okay, we are getting stuck on potions, which is very important. Our our bow is about to die. Here we can decide whether we go to the next level or go back and see if there are some free or easy to get items. There's a spear here. Since our bow is about to be done, I think it's important to get that spear. So yeah, it's gone now. It's still in the inventory, you can recharge it, but we don't have a bow enchantment, so we have to punch this mage to death, and then we can get the spear. Let's equip it, and let's go to the next level. As you can see, the theme is purposely ignored. I mean, this is not a theme or a heavy plot based game. It's just about getting to the dungeon, to the bottom of the dungeon. I actually made up the theme in about 1 hour at the end of the competition, or at the almost the end, because it's not that important. That wasn't the focus of the game. The focus of the game was to create a fun experience and a complete gameplay experience, and I think that was done. Okay, so there's some web accessible version. You can use your smartphone to browse to the URL, which you can find in the description. And there's also an Android application you can download from the Google Play Store. And this application is basically the same as the web version, but optimized so it runs as an Android app. It uses Cocoon.js, which is a very popular JavaScript to mobile porting tool. So I recommend it to everybody. Oh, I also forgot to mention this game was or is powered by Phaser.io, which is a pretty cool JavaScript library for game development. I recommend it to everybody. And in addition to got to version 2.0, which is supposed to bring a whole new lot of enhancements for, especially to integrate the Cocoon.js and for Ouya, so it's pretty nice. You gotta take a look at it. We are out of weapon again. We have a mace enchantment and a blade enchantment. Oh, but we also have another spear, so we can drop the other spear and just keep this one. Well, things, of course, as you go deeper, you will find new creatures, more powerful. It will become harder, and yeah, I just died. I just died with a lot of potions in my backpack. So, well, that's just a small playthrough of the game. Wanted to tell you about the main features of the game. We're gonna be reviewing the whole 120 plus 7-day roguelike entries. There's a system in place to get that done. More info about that soon. So stay tuned and keep taking a look at the Rogue Temple's Twitter account and 7dayroguelike.roguetemple.com, because that's where the reviews are gonna be published. So thank you for hearing this, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Bye.